How y'all doing? Well, there seems to be a little controversy going on now in the city of Charleston with taxi drivers. You see, there's a city ordinance that says that as long as taxi drivers are driving within the Peninsula of Charleston, South Carolina, they must charge, again, they must charge a $5 flat fee. Take a cab from South Battery up to Upper King Street on the North Charleston city limits, $5. Hey, pretty good deal, isn't it? Take a cab from South Battery 2 blocks down the Broad Street, $5. Not so good of a deal. Look, I'm going to get straight to it. When is the government, any government, got to keep its hands out of private enterprise? And what business is it of the government to tell a business how much they can charge for their services? Now, we're not talking about the 1% filthy, evil, vile, despicable, greedy rich. We're talking about taxi cab drivers. It's hard work. Hey, if taxi driver A is charging an exorbitant fee for his services, then taxi driver B might say, hey, I'm going to charge less for the same services. And then guess what? Taxi driver A might say, he's hurting my business. I may have to lower my rates. It's called competition. It's called free markets. Yes, it's called capitalism. Now, the mayor said that he might revisit the issue, but the latest from the Post and Courier says the department that handles transportation in the city council says nope, the flat rate stays as it is. Certainly the government has the right to protect consumers against fraud or harm, but I don't think it's any of the government's business to tell a business how much they can charge a consumer for its service. Now, many in favor say, of course, this is a fairness issue, and after all, the taxis are using public roads. They have to be licensed, blah, 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 blah. Well, okay, then let's start telling pizza delivery drivers that they can only charge a certain amount of money for their pizzas. They use public roads. Or how about the newspaper? You can only charge a certain amount per issue because you use public roads. You see, the problem is many taxi drivers in the city of Charleston think that a $5 flat rate is cutting into their business, is hurting their bottom line. And with rising gas prices, they're not able to do business. And who ends up getting the shaft in the end? The very people it's supposed to help, the consumer. Because hey, what might happen? The taxi drivers might say, I can't afford to do this anymore. I may not be able to do business in the Peninsula of Charleston. And there'll be many taxis not available for the consumer. Kind of like what we tried to do in the 70s by regulating prices on energy. Did you like those long lines in gas stations? Nah, I didn't think so. And finally, if you want a flat rate on transportation, isn't that what buses are for? I'm just saying. Y'all have a nice day.